devotional for October 5th. Pastor Todd here. A threat to the early church was legalism. Matter of fact, it was such an explosive issue that they called together a council of the church leaders in Jerusalem. And they met and they discussed, do the Gentiles have to follow the strict laws of the Jews in order to be a believer in Jesus Christ? James, the half-brother of Jesus and the leader of the Jerusalem church, spoke up in Acts 15:19, and he said these words, "It is my judgment, therefore, that we should not make it difficult for the Gentiles who are turning to God." In other words, James was saying, let's be careful about adding rules to enter the kingdom of God, or to be considered a faithful and obedient believer in Jesus Christ. In other words, the primary message that should hold us together, guys, is not the rules that we have kept in the past, but the gospel, the good news of Jesus Christ. That is what should hold us together. It's interesting, though, because James gets in the next verse, he's trying to keep the peace, and so he negotiates a little bit, and in the next verse he basically says, you know, we need to tell them, guys, we'll write them a letter and tell them it's important that you are sensitive to the meats that you eat, that it's not been dedicated to idols or strangled by the blood, and you need to steer clear of sexual immorality. We all struggle with religious rules, and yes, we should live according to our conscience in what we believe that God has called us to do. But that does not mean we should force others to live by our convictions. What we need to share is the gospel, not simply our preferences in what to do in obeying God. What should always bind us together is the cross. I love 1 Corinthians 1:18. For the message of the cross is foolishness to those who are perishing, but to us who are being saved, it is the power of God. That power of God is what strengthens us to make it through the day and to make it ultimately to heaven.